Well, this is Invictus, Never Shall Humanity Die. My name's S. Rob. And I would like to talk a little bit about horror films. And the reason I'm talking about this is that they are not useless. They seem to be on the surface. You know, we've all seen the Thing, the old film, you go like, maybe you don't see the monster till the end, or you see it halfway through, and there's a lot of stuff there. But what are they actually for? And it's easy to think these are just entertainment. They are entertaining, but there's more to it than that. They have an actual purpose. And the purpose is to train you to see things as threats. Okay? Because you see, most of us have been trained not to act or react. We have. We've been trained to be docile and useless, which means when things happen, we don't do anything. You see? We just stand there. It's part of the reason why when people get abducted, they don't do anything. Because they've been trained not to do anything. Or the governments of the world do not want people running away and deciding to do stuff. Do you know what running away is? It's a reaction. It is. It's an action, that is. It's a perfectly valid thing. It's an action. You know what attack is? That's an action as well. Perfectly valid, perfectly useful. Everything which does something in the world is an action. You've got to do something. You know, even when you're thinking about something, that's an action. You're thinking about it in a way. You're not maybe doing a physical action, but it's still important because you're doing something and you're reasoning it through. But when you don't, they've got you then. Because at that point, you're docile, useless. You can just leave him and put him on a shelf and he won't do anything. Him or her, we're just going to put them there and they will just stay there. And that is the problem, okay? You have to survive, you have to go on, but don't just sit there. Don't just think, oh, I can't do anything. Think what you can do. Think of your option. Retreat's okay, holding your position's okay, you're advancing, attacking's okay. But don't imagine that running is necessarily the easier option. Sometimes it's a more difficult option. Sometimes the best option is to fight, okay? But there's many ways of fighting, many forms. Don't think you have to take some simplistic shape. You can use anything you want. The computer, the internet, your own mind, occultism, unarmed, weapons, anything at all. You can, publicity, anything. What I'm saying is, you don't want to be made too docile. Okay, you can act. It's okay to act on things that happen. Okay, don't let them take your power away from you. Act. Okay, act before things are going to happen. Act afterwards, after they've happened. Act during, but do act. Don't just sit there and think, no, this is my job, is to sit here and do nothing. Because if you do that and something bad happens, it's your fault. It is. There's very few situations in life when doing nothing is the right thing. It is. Because nothing is still doing something in a way. What you're doing is you're deciding to do nothing. Okay? And it's usually the riskiest course of action. Okay, I defined that there's not an action before, but it's the riskiest thing to do normally is do nothing. Okay? So unless it is specifically the right thing to do, then you need to be thinking about doing something.